You can be happy and I can be happy and that's the way it should be. You can be happy and I can be happy and that's the way it should be.
What do you know about United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, Rachel?
Well, I know it's a mouthful, but apart from that, well, I know it's sort of like a national law.
The convention was written by every country in the world, apart from two, and I think those are America and Somalia, and it's the rights of every child should have, and it's up to the governments to make sure each child has them.
I don't think that many children know about the UN Convention because not that many children even know that they have so many rights or anything.
I think the same because if they were advertised more on channels that children watch, like sports channels or the children's channels, but rather than all the BBC and ITV news that all the adults seem to watch.
Children have the right to learn, have their say, go to school and not to be harmed.
Children's rights are important because they don't get treated as well as adults get treated.
They're important to us, and they're what control our lives.
We're just small people. It's like almost all the adults that run, but we have good ideas as well. So the rights to let us have our say as well.
Well, at the Children's Parliament, we talk about our whole lives altogether, not just the bits that adults want us to say and talk about.
I think more children should get involved in groups like the Children's Parliament if they get the opportunity.
It's not really like school, it's more make it fun. They don't sit us down and say, right, this is freedom and this is what you should do.
You get your say and you're not just a puppet for adults telling other adults what they want to say.
Well, children need to have their say in things, otherwise adults wouldn't really know what would be best for children. It's been quite a while since they were children and it's times have moved on and there's different stuff and everything's different.
Well, we need to have our say. We need to speak up and tell people what we think and not cower away.
Children should have their say about lots of things, anything to do with them and maybe even things to do with their country, like politics more and stuff.
Things like school, because we don't have a lot of say in it. It seems just to be the government and the teachers that seem to tell us exactly what we should do. And maybe if we got a little bit more say in what we do in our timetable, then it would help us enjoy our school time more than we do at the moment.
I don't get to have my say at school, but sometimes at home I do.
Teachers could, instead of shouting out to you and when the whole class hear it, take you to the side by yourself or something.
They make you feel small and they shout at you and think that your work's below your standard and when you've maybe had a problem with it or something and they don't understand.
Well, being told that you're not showing up to the teacher's expectations and things, that you should be on a higher level and this isn't good enough.
When they don't make you feel good is when they shout at you.
Teachers don't listen to you when you're saying, I didn't do that. They just say, oh, right, that's enough. You've just gone too far, you're answering back. And I think they should listen to what you have to say instead of just shushing you straight away before you even start.
Teachers make you happy when they say that you're good at a piece of work or that you've done well.
When you do something good and they praise you.
Teachers make me feel happy and safe in school when they talk to you like adults, not like wee babies.
If they speak to you nicely, that's nice. But if they're shouting at you, that's not nice at all.
Do you think there's any special or unique things that children could bring to volunteering?
A different point of view.
More ideas and different ideas as well.
A laugh for one thing, definitely a laugh.
Children should volunteer for sponsored things, to raise money for their community.
The children should help to plan local events.
To be able to pass on my football skills.
They could help design buildings or say what buildings are put up and which ones they want to keep.
I think it would be a good idea for older students to, let's say from high school or something, to come in and tell wee ones that they're doing well or something like that. Because they've done it before and they know how hard it is and how annoying it is that teachers aren't coming when you need them desperately.
You could do a lot of things just to help your overall community and the feeling around it.
And we need to make sure we keep our community clean. It's not up to parents and adults to do it. It's up to us as well.
And what do you think would make them want to volunteer in the first place?
If it was something that appealed to them and they really thought it was good and worthwhile doing it.
If it was like a fun activity or something.
As long as you get something out of it, then it make me want to volunteer.
I would improve Scotland by asking the government if they could like go around schools and actually see what's going on, because like you see you tell an adult and they don't like what they hear, but you're saying they could twist your words to say that you do like it.
The most important things about children's lives in Scotland are their health and their education. And I don't think that they're getting enough education in school, because some other children are falling behind in their work and they have to catch up, and then the other children are just having to sit and wait.
I think that in their environment, definitely, in education and friends and things like that, because you learn a lot from your friends.
I think the government should improve their like after school clubs so there's more of a choice in what children want to do.
There's not really a lot of things to do after school unless you like sports like football.
Maybe we could organise them ourselves and maybe do surveys or something to see what sports people like best and choose, like, I don't know, top 5 or something like that and make clubs out of them.
Have a bigger choice of after school facilities, but also try to help the normal people in the schools as well as the extra smart or the ones with difficulties, so that they all get a very good chance in life.
Tell me what you think would make children's lives better in Scotland.
Change their teachers' strictness, because they always shout.
Would you feel as if you're listened to?
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
I think small schools are better because, well, small classes are, because there's less people to each teacher, so the teacher can listen to everyone more.
I'm in a class of 30 and I think it's too big. Well, it's 29 just now, but it will be 30.
Why do you think it's too big?
Because it's just that the teacher can't get round everyone, and everything goes round in her head, trying to keep up what she's doing.
The people that are falling behind, they always seem to get all the help, and anyone that's like more intelligent and they're like, if they've found something hard, they hardly ever get help.
Like in our school, the only way you can get a assistant in your class is if like someone in your class has got a disability, because like we don't have any assistants. It's only like, you know, learning support teachers.
If the schools spent a little more of the budget on classroom assistants than on high-tech things that aren't as necessary, then the more children would get more out of their education.
The most important thing in a child's life is the environment they grow up in.
I think that everybody should be seen equally no matter where they live and what their environment is.
You can be happy and I can be happy, and that's the way it should be. You can be happy and I can be happy, and that's the way it should be.